Everyone has heard the phrase, do what you love and you would never have to work a single day in your life. For many writers, turning their passion into a book is one of the biggest and most compelling reasons they actually publish. However, turning that book into a success is still a big concern for a lot of them. Today we have with us Vanshika Verma, a software engineer by profession and an author of the best-selling three-book series, Playing Keyboard Made Easy. These books are a simplified guide on playing keyboard for beginners, which went on to become one of the most popular reads in its category. Vanshika, thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you so much, Sushant, for calling me for this show. I'm very excited, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
So
Yeah,
let me get started with the questions right away.
yes, definitely.
You were a software engineer by profession. Was music and playing keyboard a passion that you always wanted to explore further? So, can you walk us through your journey into music?
Yes, in India, traditionally, parents and society push children to become either engineer or doctor.
Mhm.
So, accordingly, I chose maths and science and joined MIT Pune, from where I completed engineering and information technology. Later on, I was recruited as software developer in HCL Noida. This was the time I was also concentrating for clearing CAT examination.
Right.
So multitasking between office and CAT preparation would hardly leave me with any personal time. My
Mhm.
chat with my parents would not last for more than few minutes in those days. So
Right.
then I got married and shifted to Karnataka. My husband is an IPS officer and he was posted in various districts of Karnataka. So
Mhm.
where there were not many job opportunities for me. Then I decided to do MTech so I could work in any college as a professor. So in 2012, my father died due to heart attack. That pain was unbearable. It felt like part of me died that day. I shifted my mother with me as I am the only child. She was financially stable, but like any parents, needed emotional support. So I realized that I had never spoken to my dad for more than 10 minutes, as I was always engaged somewhere. So
Mhm.
I had been self centered, you can say. I realized that family is most important, our family needs our time more than money. So you build a stronger family unit by spending more time together. Sharing meals, sharing stories, and just being together makes a difference in our lives. I started spending a lot of time with my family. They were my priorities, but I was not completely satisfied as I was taking care of everyone. But I wanted to achieve something more in my life. You can say life without purpose is like a body without soul. So when I conceived, my doctor advised me to do bed rest. My mother advised me to do something creative and be positive, as it will positively impact the newborn.
Mhm.
I learned stitching, painting, I would play chess and read books. So one day I went to my friend's house whose husband was learning piano from a book. So the
Okay.
book was very complicated as it was written using staff notations and it wasn't friendly at all. That
Mhm.
was a moment of truth for me. I
Mhm.
thought that I could write a better book which could be used by beginners as well as professionals. So my family was not confident initially because book writing is a tough task and could have led to stress during the pregnancy. So I
Mhm.
anyway took a pen and paper and started writing songs one by one. Crucial advice came from my mother that if you start something during pregnancy, you must finish it as well. So I
Mhm.
raised my pace and finished writing chords and notations of 41 famous Bollywood songs. So writing them was not easier, as for every song I would play that on my keyboard and then write it down. Checking the chords on my keyboard, syncing them with the notations was another challenging task. So I
Mhm.
would sit from morning until evening and finish the book before my daughter was born. And I
Mhm.
published it later.
Right. So, but actually, it's interesting that I caught on one thing that you
Yes.
said. You said in India, people, are either forced into engineering or medicine. Actually, on this call today, there are two people sitting who are both engineering graduates, at least.
Oh, even you too.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
did my
that's so
computer science
nice.
engineering, and now I'm in the marketing field. So there's a famous
Yeah.
saying actually that in India, people finish their engineering first before going on to doing something else with their life.
Okay.
That's pretty
We always
amazing.
change our fields after doing engineering, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So,
Engineering wasn't enough to get
absolutely.
success.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
I want to focus on the your book series. You
Okay.
know, so where do you think the idea came from? You spoke about where the idea came from, so, but what was the idea behind the book itself? Um, in terms of like what did you hope to achieve, is this something that you thought was this a need that you yourself identified while learning music, and you thought this is most books these days in the market are a little too complex, and was it a conscious decision you made to like simplify the whole thing for your audience?
Look, I tell you, internet doesn't provide chords and notations of songs in scientific pitch notation system. The in
Okay.
book I have written in scientific pitch notation system. So all the chords are related to a particular scale of a song, if you have heard about it. So which
Mm-hmm.
is neither there on Google nor on YouTube,
Right.
and things are confusing there. So I have also added theory at the beginning of the book where I have explained about the keyboard, white and black key patterns, naming of the keys, giving octave numbers, the scales, everything through various diagrams. And
Mm-hmm.
piano books which are available in the market, they use staff notation system. So in
Mm.
India, music is taken as a hobby mostly. People
Absolutely.
think a lot before adopting it as a profession. For them, learning staff notations and then playing any song is difficult and
Mm-hmm.
boring. So
Right.
that's why I wrote this book in simpler CD, E, F, G, A, B format, which is called
Mm-hmm.
as scientific pitch notation system. And I experimented by giving the notations of the first song Ajib Dastan Hai Ye of my first book to my father-in-law. So who could
Right.
play it immediately? He didn't know anything about music. And next was a 6-year-old child. So I gave my book, my manuscript to them, that child, and even he could play any song from the book. So that was a proof that the book was the right tool.
Mm-hmm. And I think like I myself, back in the day at least, I was into playing guitar until a certain
Wow.
point. So I'm sure if I had a simple guide like that, like what you've written for guitar, maybe I could have like
Okay.
taken it forward as well, more seriously, you know. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah. So I want to ask you, one of the things that a lot of authors do is they want to publish just to give their passion, a tangible form, in the shape of a book. But you were actually able to just take it one step further, and you made your books a best-selling series. So what were the things you actually did to ensure this, that you gave your book a best shot in the market and ensure that it actually became the success that it is today?
Okay, according to me, these books are quite unique. As I said earlier, that piano books which are available in the market, they use staff notation system, which is difficult to follow.
Mhm.
And books written by me are in the format of simple C, D, E, F, G, A, B, which you can also find on any piano app in your phone.
Mhm.
And second thing is, songs chosen by me are all popular Bollywood songs. So you will not find any single boring song in my book. All
Right.
are best songs. Okay. And the third thing which matters a lot is the name of the book. So my husband, this advice came from my husband, that he said that the name of the book matters a lot, and it should clearly explain the contents of the book. It shouldn't be a
Absolutely.
complicated name. So if you
Mhm.
search the book by the name, it should be clearly visible
Mhm.
to the customers.
Right.
So these
So
were my focus points. Yes.
absolutely very interesting that you bring it up, because there's also something as publishers we drive into the authors from a very early stage, that for non-fiction books and books in similar to what you've written, they always they follow this problem solution format, right? So if if there is a problem with in the market you're trying to address, you need to explain the problem and the solution that you're offering. So if you can bring about that in the cover very directly, instead of being too creative with the title and stuff, then people have a need for that in the market. It's not that
Yeah,
it's not like a
that's
fiction
true.
book where like you have to play to their interests or anything. People who are
Yes.
learning keyboard, there's a huge market for that. Out of which there are people who actually go online or like go to bookstores to find books to read. So you have that market. If you can just communicate directly to them what your book is about in as little time as possible, then I think you increase the chance of them picking it up. And I guess that's something that's worked out really well for your book as well.
Yes, definitely.
But another thing that you've actually done differently, I must say, compared to the other authors and books in the market, you've broken down, you've simplified the content of the book, but you've also broken it down into three different books instead of putting everything under one umbrella and putting out a very comprehensive guide. So now there are two things that's actually gotten affected because of that. The first thing is it also builds your credibility as an author in the space, right? Because you have
Yes.
multiple books published. And another thing that's happened is you already have an audience. Let's say your first book reached out to a certain segment of audience. Now for the second and third book, you already have a set audience, people who followed
Yes.
the book, people who liked the book, and now they are they're more likely to pick up your subsequent books as well. So what was the
Yeah,
thinking?
that's true.
Yeah, what was the thinking behind this? Was this a very a conscious decision you made? Could you explain how you arrived at this decision of like splitting it into three different books?
So it's not like that at all my books. Actually, all my books are independent books, and they just have different song collections. And there's a bit of difference in the theory part where I always add some theory to my next book. So you can buy any of my books and play songs easily.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you. It's not like they are combined into one, one series, or like any book is will work for you if you want to learn an instrument.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess but naturally it follows that format. But like I said, it also it really builds that credibility as well as you have an audience carrying forward at every stage. So I
Yes.
guess for other authors out there,
And I receive mails where people are asking me when your next book is going to come. So
right.
that is really encouraging. It encourages me to write more.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
And so finally, talking about other authors who are looking to turn their passion into a book, what are the tips you have for them to make sure that they don't just publish a book but also make it successful?
Yeah, definitely. So my tips for upcoming authors are whatever is there in your mind, just write it down. And it is not always the stories which work for an author. You can select any topic and just write the book on that topic.
Mhm.
And get a good cover design for your book. Keep a reasonable price for your book. So people who are interested, they can buy, and people who are not interested, even they can at least give it a try. And don't think about the sales. It will happen. You just need to be little patient.
Mhm.
And the last thing, don't feel bad if you're getting negative reviews, because either you win or you learn. So
Absolutely.
that's all I have to say to you.
Well, very, very well put, Vanshika. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. It was quite fascinating to learn your journey about how you turned your passion into a published book and made it successful. I'm sure the viewers also have a lot to learn from it. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. I hope to connect with you some other time soon.
Thank you. And thanks to you for having such a wonderful interview. And I'm looking forward to have more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Bye.